For 16 years, we've had 3 moms and a dad. Children have never been in the culture of fiance, girlfriend.
I think him going down to see Robyn is tearing us apart a bit.
I knew it would be complicated. I didn't know it would break my heart.
I don't want to do this. I'm comfortable with Janelle and Christine.
Hello and welcome back to Tradition with a Twist 910.
Hey guys, I'm Tracy.
I'm Nicole. And today we will be talking about the next set of Sister Wives episodes. We're going to be looking at episodes, season 1, episodes 3, 4, and 5. We kind of grouped these together because they were a little shorter. They're only about 20 minutes each. So we decided to group them all together. And there's a lot of things that happen within these few episodes. We deal with moving Robyn closer. We have a birth, and we have an anniversary. So, couple of things here. Where would you like? Well, I guess, we'll start with episode 3, moving in Robyn. So we know that Robyn has been, where she lives was about 4 or 5 hours away. And her being so far away, Cody having to leave, it was making it really tough on the existing wives, or rather making it tougher for the existing wives. So this episode, it actually starts with talking about Robyn's birthday. Yeah. And Cody soliciting his daughters to plan it. What are your thoughts on that first? Cody wanting his daughters to plan his fiance's birthday.
First thing, I want to get off this train.
No. There's no getting off this train. No getting off this train.
I want to trade in my ticket.
There's no refunds, no exchanges.
God. But okay. All right. All right. I've never been so disgusted in my life. Cody's
with him asking the kids to plan
which is Cody. I
birthday
just
party?
don't like him.
If you don't like him now, it's only gonna get more interesting.
The journey on this Hot Mess Express, I could see. But I'm a trooper. I love the kids. His older daughters, I love how they interact with one another. I love the fact that I love how they communicate amongst one another, because they're like, oh yeah,
yeah, it was.
Daddy asked us to throw this party for this heifer, and I guess we go do it.
Yeah, well, they made a comment that, Dad's acting a little weird. Like, Dad's weird right now. He's kind of acting like a teenager.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't. It's hard for me because you have your teenage daughters planning a birthday party for your fiance.
Mm-hmm. Future
wife number 4.
Yes.
And these poor girls are throwing a kid's party, and
that's what they want to throw.
They are. Mm-hmm. They are. Like, I first of all, the only thing I thought of, we do this. We know what it takes to throw
plan
a party, to organize, right?
Yeah.
And I got caught up in some of the mundane details, because when they were like, oh, for cake we're going to have this, I was like, do any of y'all know what she like? Because at no point was this really a party for Robyn.
Well,
it is, but it isn't.
No, I'm saying, so you're saying, do they know what she likes? I mean, heck, she's only, 12, 13, 14 years older, so maybe they're feeling like, well, if we like it, she'd probably like it too.
What's the age that she's turning? 30. Oh, really? She's only 30? Wow.
Oh, I got a text. Yeah, she's young. Ooh, she could be my sister.
No.
Not right. I'm glad he didn't get an 18-year-old girl.
Right. Face painting, y'all.
Face
But again,
painting.
all the guests of the party are the 21 members of the family. Most of them are children, so I guess face painting is perfect. If you think about it.
Yeah.
In that case, when I put it in that context, face painting is perfect. You got 21 guests.
Yeah.
90% of children.
Yeah.
For a 30-year-old's birthday.
Yeah.
And I lost it almost. Because one of the daughters, in my mind, even though Nicole is like, because one of the daughters is like, is she 30?
Yeah.
And Nicole's take on it was that she's like, oh, she's basically just
she's
a
saying
little bit
like,
older than
oh,
us.
she's 30.
And my mind, I ain't gonna lie, I thought the daughter was like, who she lying to? Cause nothing about her look 30. Nothing about her look 30. She had a rough 30 years.
Yes.
It's rough.
Yes.
And with Cody, I can't imagine it getting no better.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
So
no,
I
exactly.
struggle.
Not
I am
exactly.
struggling. I am on the Hot Mess Express and the struggle bus at the same time.
Yeah. It's very interesting. So I just I thought it was very interesting actually having his younger daughters. Like for me, it kind of shows that you just want to kind of shirk off certain responsibilities. You don't want to be responsible for certain things. So it's just very interesting, and he wants to put that off on his daughters.
What responsibility does this man take?
Well, he said, what was it when they were moving Robyn? You guys are, you're making me sound impotent. It's not like I was sitting there with one finger up my nose and then the other finger up the other nose. Like I was doing stuff. So he claims.
Wife number one was the OG of the move.
Yes.
Organizing, getting everything together. She was in there throwing boxes, moving stuff, getting everybody working. Wife number three, Christine, super pregnant, needed to be home with wife number two, Janelle, and the kids, the smaller kids who can't come help move boxes. I don't understand. Cody, I saw him lift a couch with a wife. Okay?
Yes.
And I saw him lift a dresser with a son, and then I saw him drive.
Yeah.
You saw the wives and the kids, primarily the daughters.
Yeah. Well, he has mostly daughters.
Do all the heavy lifting for this next to be fourth wife, and it grinded my gears that nothing in this house was packed.
Yes, day before the move. She's like, oh, come on in, we're packing. It's the day before the move. Poor Madison is in there and she starts packing things. So she's there the day before helping Robyn, and she's the one packing the kitchen. She's the one doing all of these things. And she's like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. But literally the day before you're supposed to move, you have nothing packed.
I'm here to help Bertie move. Pack up. Robyn has nicknames for everybody, so I told her I was going to stick a nickname on her, and it just became Bertie.
And
Like,
then,
what a way to make life harder on yourself.
look, she don't even know how difficult her life about to get. She's just, again, this shows me so much. Robyn is not interested in being a part of a family. Robyn is interested in being taken care of.
Yeah.
She let everybody come do everything for her.
Okay, let's take it over.
Hey, you. We're good. We're awesome. We're busy. We're good.
Why don't y'all see this? I don't understand. And Cody is no type of nothing.
Well, yeah, it's I think it's, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's almost a little bit of a forewarning of things to come.
It is, but everybody's blind. I cannot, like, this is the most frustrated I have been watching a show. I am yelling at the screen like they can hear me. What?
Yeah.
And why? What is so special about this man nothing. He has no money. He isn't all that great looking. You cannot tell me he is slinging.
Well, I mean, they all kind
No.
of talked about how they were attracted to, like, his charisma. Like, he was always the life of the party, you know? So he had a very energetic, charismatic...
Gone to many parties.
Well, I mean, they were young when they got
Right,
married.
they haven't gone to many parties.
But it's also in their culture, the polygamous culture, there aren't a lot of parties outside of, you know, like, they don't go to parties.
I understand.
It's just church parties.
Of exposure. I understand. But it's interesting because when you hear the wives talk, they talk a good game to Cody, and they even talk a good game when they're all together. But each of them is letting their frustrations be. We in season 1.
Yeah, no, they but even on the couch, they were all together.
But they kind of they do pacify him. Like they say, yeah, it bothers me, but
it's part of the lifestyle. I know this is something.
Man.
Yes. But I mean, I feel like, now let's be real. Christine voices her opinion. She you know, she mentioned how she was so upset after she found out that they sealed the engagement with a kiss, and she's like, "Whoa, like, this is wrong. That's not right. Like, that's not what our religion teaches. That's not allowed. Like, what the heck?"
And Cody and Robyn, they got engaged and everything, and I thought, oh, that's nice. They're engaged now, so now it's more official. Like a month later, I found out that Cody sealed the engagement with a kiss, and I freaked. We didn't kiss until over the altar because I didn't feel right about kissing a married man. And so to me, the fact that he had kissed Robyn was devastating.
And until Nicole explained to me, I was very, very confused because I was like, you telling me you more upset that he sealed the engagement with a kiss than the fact that he's engaged?
Yes.
I didn't understand that he could be engaged, but they weren't supposed to kiss until the wedding.
No.
See, I didn't.
No, they're not supposed to have any kind of physicality. Like, at most, they're allowed to, like, hold hands, but, like, hugs, kisses, things like that. Because of the religion and because it is about taking multiple wives, it's supposed to be also a tenet to make sure that, you're inflicting as small amount of pain on the other wives as possible, and so they're supposed to abstain from everything. No touches, no nothing until you're married.
Yeah, but I don't. That's not the vibe I get with him. Like, I don't know why I thought Cody in them trips, them weekends, Cody was doing some stuff.
You're not the only one who thinks that. I was
like, Cody was doing some stuff. He doesn't seem like he wasn't, and he's sneaky, and I don't like it. He's like a little rat. I don't like it. And I feel bad. I'm giving a rat a bad name. Like, I don't like it. He's slimy. I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's nothing about the way he interacts with Robyn, their chemistry or their energy that says he's abstaining. He ain't abstaining from nothing. Them two done laid it down. They was in a nasty-ass mattress. The whole time he was there. I'm sorry.
I mean, but let's be real. So, how many men do you know would take a 5-hour drive to just take you out to dinner?
He wasn't. That's why he took them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. For just
the
dinner?
Last episode where I was
for
like, he
dinner.
took them girls. He took them girls and was like, 5 minutes after take these kids. I said, oh, no. The way she's acting, I was like,
almost like giddy, like, ooh, we're being naughty. Ooh.
And that's what I was like. I was so thrown for a loop when Christine was like, I was upset that they kissed. I was like, you don't think they kiss? Only to find out they're not supposed to? Cody don't do anything he's supposed to do. Yeah. He's supposed to take care of his family. He don't do that. He's supposed to provide a living. He don't really do that. He's supposed to spend time with all his kids. He don't do that. Why would you think he does anything that doesn't benefit Cody? And this is where my problem is.
Yeah, well, it's I don't know. It's also, I feel like it's very interesting because even in these past few episodes, like 3, 4, and 5, I feel like we hear a lot from Christine, obviously. Mm-hmm. We hear a bit from Mary. We hear a bit from Robyn, but we don't hear too much from Janelle. Janelle's not a big part of these couple of episodes. She kind of just chimes in every now and again, like, yeah, okay, I agree with that, or yeah, you know, we thought this was going to be a problem, or, you know, the only time she really chimes in is in closer, I think, episode 5, when they're talking about budget for items.
Hell yeah.
So, but before we go there, I think that it was also very interesting. So after Robyn is now moved, she's in her own place, a block away, because she was offered to move into the home. But she says she was adamantly shaking her head, nope, because that would be inappropriate, because, you know, we're not married. So it's not proper to move into a house with him because we're not married.
It is cracking me up what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. So it's appropriate for my kids to throw my fiance a birthday party. It's appropriate. It's appropriate for my family to go help my fiance and her kids move. It's appropriate for me to pay rent for a whole other home. It's appropriate for me to do that, but it's not appropriate for her to move into the family home when you're supposed to be joining this family.
Exactly.
No, you get your own home. You and your 3 kids, the 4 Musketeers, let's never forget, that's what she called them.
Yes,
you guys get your own home, while my
completely
other
own space.
17 people live in one home. If you don't get up out of my face.
We actually started talking about months ago about having her just move into the house. We just had to process that all out. It wouldn't have worked very well.
We just can't do that. It's not cool. I'm not married to him, and so I can't be moving into his home. It's not proper. Duh.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
What? And you think that's right? And your logic is, well, we're not married yet. So why you didn't stay where you was living till y'all was married?
Well, that was partially the other wives, because they're saying you going away, you know, because of this 5-hour drive, it's too much. It's putting too much of a strain on the family.
And you really think this chick living down the block isn't gonna push strain? Again, I feel like nobody's thinking. Everybody's giving themselves too much credit. I'm sorry, because I'm like, y'all don't see the writing on the wall? I see the writing on the wall. This nigga's mistress lived down the street. He don't spend enough time with y'all now, to the point where him driving 5 hours away to go see her was causing a problem.
Because it was extended time away, whereas normally it would be like, day 1, I'm with Mary. Day 2, I'm with Janelle. Day 3. So now, instead of them having him, you know,
I get it,
in that kind of rotation,
now have him in that type
it was, you know, he's gone 3 days a week now.
They still ain't, they in denial.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. So that's they're thinking, okay, well, if she's closer, he can't say
that he won't be able. He would have to make an adjustment because she's closer.
He would have to be more equitable in his time because she's closer. I feel
bad. They lying to themselves because he don't care. He doesn't care.
Oh, yeah.
He has a whole new house for her. If he was really trying to split his time, he would have encouraged her. He would have said, listen, you are a part of our family.
Yeah.
The wedding is inevitable. The same way I kissed you when we got engaged and I wasn't supposed to do that and that wasn't right. The same way, let me tell you something. This little piece of dirty McNasty. I know it's the next episode with Christine going to labor, but this dirty McNasty, Christine giving birth, and he over here sneak kissing. Yeah. Robyn, they still ain't married, so are they supposed to kiss now? No. He over there getting it in. I said, Mr. McNasty.
Yeah.
Then had the nerve to go back to the hospital and kiss Christine. Wash your mouth.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Well, okay, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the fact that this is twofold here? So one, that he will just, you know, kiss wife to wife without any kind of teeth brushing, no nothing. But then also the fact that he kisses the children on the mouth.
I don't like it because, and I don't know, maybe I got a dirty mind. Maybe my mind needs a cleansing But I was like, the wives said they don't go there. Yes, you do. Because every time he kissing y'all kissing each other. Y'all, and if he kiss y'all on them other,
that's what I'm saying. I just feel like, you know, with having that many wives,
I don't like it.
I don't think it's appropriate to kiss all of the children on the mouth. Like, I get it. It's okay. You know, a lot of people kiss their kids on the mouth, but that's
they also got 21 member families,
facts,
and for the most part. And granted,
facts.
back in the day, you know, maybe that was the case, but I don't like it. Cody is not responsible in any kind of way. Yeah. Cody is not conscientious about anybody else other than Cody. So maybe if it was a different person, I would think they would be respectful. Cody doesn't see. Cody don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Cody shows no respect to anybody. Yeah. And I think that's why it's coming across as just appalling.
So, well, I mean, okay, so moving into, you know, the next episode when Christine is actually in labor, well, she goes into labor, they go in, they're supposed to go see the doctor to decide, you know, whether or not they're going to be induced. A couple of things I find very sad and disheartening about this episode. Like you mentioned, Cody, as Christine's like, oh, you know, well, we aren't sure. It might be a little bit of time. He's like, okay, well, you know, I think I'll go home. I'll grab Aspen, because she wants to come see the birth. So I'll go grab Aspen, get a change of clothes, and then be back. He goes. He's at Robyn's.
I looked at Nicole and I said, he lying. He just want to use Aspen as an excuse. He going to go see Robyn.
Yeah. Well, because you picked up on the fact that he was texting, and you're like, who is he texting?
Yeah, I'm very good.
Okay. Dr. B's always excited.
First of all, I'm sorry. He is disgusting. He is utterly disgusting. I love the fact that their OBGYN's name is Dr. Bean.
Yes,
I don't know why.
yes, Dr. Bean.
Dr. Bean, right? So they've decided to induce Christine. Do you know what this heifer had to ask? The nerve to ask Dr. Bean. He goes, well, you know, what do you think about in vitro fertilization? And Dr. Bean is looking at him like, what you mean? Like, she here giving birth. What you talking
She's
about
already pregnant.
For?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think y'all got fertilization issues. And Cody's like, well, not
it's
for
for my other wife.
We only have
my
one.
other wife.
Right.
My other wife only has one. Yeah.
How dare you?
So who would you recommend for a fertility doctor?
What do you mean fertility?
If we wanted to do in vitro fertilization.
Why is that?
Because I've got a wife who only has one.
One ovary or?
No.
Not one child. She only has one.
Sorry, that's funny. Only one child. That's the business I'm in.
Yeah.
His kids.
While I'm here, like in labor, it's kind of classy. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Talking about the other wife's fertility.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mary and Christine have always
I was
been.
looking at you as like, she doesn't have any brother.
Mary and Christine have always had a really close relationship.
Yeah.
In vitro is very expensive for potential results.
It can be expensive, but for some people, it's the perfect thing.
You got the utter gall. She's in here giving whole birth to a human that you helped put inside of her. And you gonna ask about the next wife? You don't even give her the grace and room or space to have this baby. She over here cuddled in the hospital bed with you because she thinks this is the only time she gonna get with you, and you don't even give her that, my man.
Yeah,
and I need a smack.
Yeah. I think what also made it extra tough for me is the fact that this is essentially her rainbow baby, because she had a miscarriage a year ago
that almost killed her.
So here she is now. She actually has this baby and is about to give birth. And you want to bring up in vitro fertilization for wife number one because she only has one, and he's in the business of kids. That's his business.
That's what he said.
So he's in the business of kids. Then you go and you want to be with wife. Yeah, you're texting fiance.
Yes.
Fiance. And then you're over there with fiance. Then when Christine calls you and tells you that, hey, my water broke, you need to get here because, you know, after my water breaks, baby comes fast. and Robyn's over here, trying to, do you need something? You need something to eat? I have, trail mix, this, crackers, whatever. And he's like, no. He's walking out. She follows him.
He gives her a look. Because I said, what the hell was that face for?
Yes. He gives her a look, and then he walks outside. She follows him, like closes the door to try and beat the camera people. And he's, then he tries to make a joke even about it. Like, I shouldn't be here kissing my girlfriend while my wife's in labor.
You wouldn't think about that.
Then he walks back and actually gives her a kiss in front of the camera. Not the hidden one. Not the hidden one that we kind of peeped in on at the end. But just, yeah.
Yeah, my water just broke.
Okay. She'll be right back. You gonna sit back down?
I don't know.
When my water breaks, bam, I have the child just like that.
So my water just broke. Okay, and so, hurry.
Do you want to take something with you?
No.
Crackers. I got trail mix, granola bar.
What? They got the clue. Camera follows me, and I'm like, dude, I got a wife in labor. I'm not gonna sit here kissing my girlfriend. It's just awkward.
I don't like him. And again, you've heard us mention wife 1. You've heard us mention wife 3 who's in labor. You've heard us mention the fiance. I feel bad for Janelle because this nigga don't care about her at all.
Yeah.
He didn't mention her at all.
No.
All, y'all.
Yeah.
At all. He is trifling.
Yeah.
And Janelle's the one holding it down financially.
Yeah.
Sir, go somewhere.
Yeah. It's
by yourself.
It's very interesting. So what are your thoughts though on the fact that, Christine is like, this is her first hospital birth because they're used to having home births, things like that. They don't like really, polygamists don't like
disclose.
Right. The hospitals ask too much information, all of that. So they're used to having home births. So this is her first, hospital birth, and she's going to get an epidural and all of that. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't know what I think, because I'm just like, okay, so
what do you feel about the secrecy then?
I don't like it. I mean, I get that. I understand that it's illegal. Okay, fine. I understand that, yes, polygamy is illegal, but at the same time, shit, if you gonna do it, I mean, if y'all doing it, do it. I don't know, because I'm like, don't put them at risk. Don't put them at risk. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing if they can't get the general care necessary? So typically they have a midwife, and Janelle, the second wife, said, in a situation where there is potential danger involved, a midwife won't take you. And so they were so proud and so happy that Christine had gone to the hospital. Listen, I am sorry, but if my faith is like, listen, this is okay, right? Then take her to the hospital. Go to multiple hospitals. I don't know. Listen to me. You guys are actually claiming this is the polygamous lifestyle. Uncle John, Uncle Tim, Uncle Ray had 5 wives in 5 different counties. Back in the day, they all had they all had kids. They all thought, they all went to hospitals. Do it like that. I don't know. Take wife 1 to hospital A. Take wife 2 to hospital B. It's not like you Cody ain't got no insurance, so it's not like this is going on insurance. What are you doing? Make sure you don't even care about them.
Yeah.
Make sure they're taken care of. Make sure your baby's taken care of.
Well, let's also think about it like this. So if home births, let's say his name doesn't have to go on the birth certificate. So if something happens and maybe we separate,
I don't care.
I'm not legally obligated to do anything for these kids now.
Cody's just trifling. And again, okay, so I can't. Cody is trifling. Cody is not thinking about anybody other than Cody. If you say you love all of these women and you say you love all of these children, Where is the action behind that? It's easy to say it, but where is the action behind it? In what way are you taking care of any of them? They are all taking care of you. Sometimes on your day
he provide. Well,
what?
He's at least they're all in one house, so he's there.
Not no more.
Every day. Well, yeah. Well, he was there every day
until he went to visit Beyonce.
Yeah, exactly.
So
otherwise,
all right, well,
he's there, right?
He wasn't as trifling.
He does
before.
provide. He's a salesperson.
No,
he's a salesperson.
No. I don't care.
He's a salesperson, so he provides.
Let me tell you something. He don't provide nothing. He provides nothing but a headache. Because if Cody was to be gone and those three women stay together, nothing changes. Nothing changes. Tell me it does. Nothing changes.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Cody.
Well.
Goodbye. Good riddance.
Yeah.
The three, I could see right now, Janelle, Mary, and Christine, they are sister wives, but they have developed a sisterhood. To me, they are sisters. They really have. They have developed a sisterhood, right? Yeah. If they kick Cody to the curb as they should, good riddance, take him out with the trash on Wednesday and leave him at the curb, they will be fine. Why? Janelle is working full time, more than 40 hours a week. Yeah. Mary got a job, and Christine is wrangling the kids. They support one another. They care for one another. What is Cody doing for them? Nothing.
He's the head, you know. He's the decision maker. Mm-hmm. He is the priest.
Well, good. Get rid of him.
But then if they get rid of him, then now they no longer make it into their celestial heaven. Now they need a new priest.
Well, get you one with money. I don't know. Find one.
I don't think there's not very many of them in polygamy that have money.
Well, I don't know what to tell you then, because you'll be all right. It's okay. It's okay, ladies. It's okay to be by you. It's okay. Y'all are not alone. Y'all got each other. It's okay.
But they need, according to their religion and their religious scripts and texts and documents, they must be in a plural marriage in order to make it to celestial heaven.
And this is why I, in that case, would not make it to their celestial heaven.
Okay, fair.
In that case, I would not make it.
Okay. All right. Well.
Or I would be like, hey, y'all, let's get it together, because he ain't worth nothing. He ain't worth nothing. Nothing. He don't even care. Because this is my thing. I look at Cody and I'm like, you are comfortable. You are comfortable with Mary, Christine, and Janelle. But when you see him interact with Robyn, it is different. And I am sorry, as a woman, it would bother me to no end. It would bother me.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference.
I see how you interact with us three,
right,
and then I see how you interact with her.
You are excited to be with her. You ain't excited to be with. He's not excited in the same way. He's not thrilled. He doesn't have this and even Mary said, like, I know she's the new thing. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You want that excitement. And if he could give each of you that excitement, it would be fine. But he doesn't.
No, it's not equitable. It's not equal.
Not
at all. Yeah, definitely. Well, segueing, taking that.
Yes.
Let's segue into the last episode 5 that we watched. And Mary's anniversary with Cody is their 20th year anniversary. So I think it's... I think it's very interesting that... what you're saying about Mary and how she was like, oh, well, Robyn's the new thing, but she mentioned that she was worried, and, you do wonder, and things go through your head, when is he going to show that same affection or feeling towards you? And I think it's very interesting as well that even though this is an episode about Mary and Cody's anniversary, that Robyn is brought up in this episode multiple times. And even Mary brings it up, and she talks about again how, oh, we saw Robyn, we met her at a friend's house, and I told Cody, oh, maybe you should talk to her, all of these things. And that, at first, she was okay with it, but then she's struggling with Robyn. And because now it's stirring up feelings again of jealousy, insecurity, and she feels that Cody doesn't acknowledge the struggle that the wives have, and the fact that it is difficult, and she wants him to understand and have more patience, because she did also mention, we've kind of been going through a little bit of a rocky patch. She mentions, I think that's one of the reasons she brings up Robyn, is because that brought up additional insecurities and jealousy. So what are your thoughts on?
I just feel like, first of all, the whole reason she was open to Robyn in the first place was because all three wives were already in a rocky patch with him. Mm-hmm. And when you're in a rocky patch, according to what we heard them say in the polygamous faith, then it's time for a new wife. So to me, I was like, first of all, y'all was already in a rocky patch. And I'm sorry, if 3 wives ain't enough, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. And when Mary was like, listen, how would you feel if
the tables were turned?
If the tables were turned, and if I had to be with somebody else, and he was disgusted. He was like, I can't fathom you with another man or another lover. It is wrong in the eyes of God.
It's vulgar. It sickens him to think about with another husband or lover. It's vulgar.
With everything that had been going on with Robyn coming into the family, there's just a little distance there. I just want you to acknowledge that, I have these jealousy issues, and if I were to be giving attention to another guy, how would it make you feel?
Obviously, it's just not something I'm comfortable with imagining. The vulgarity of the idea of you with 2 husbands or another lover sickens me. It seems wrong to God and nature, and I understand this seems somewhat hypocritical. I don't know how to get around it.
Okay, so
there's just me answering this question. Just there's no way for me to win. Okay, let me tell you, the emotion
I'm not trying to win.
It's not something I ever want to deal with. I get that.
Oh,
and listen, I understand that I am watching this story through the lens that I live, through my perspective. But when he said that, I wanted her to throw a drink at him. I wanted her to go throw the table. I wanted this to go from Sister Wives to Love and Hip Hop New York. I really did. I wanted more for her. I wanted her to go. So I understand that our faith says that, but the fact that you can't even fathom it, how do you think I feel? I am doing it because it is the faith, but that doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it easy. Cody has the full love of every wife that he is with. He has the full 100% capacity of love from each woman. Each woman was struggling with 33% from him, and you got to bring in a 4th? It is not gonna work. That doesn't work. Somebody is going to feel slighted because you can't do it. How do you give each woman everything they need? How? I'm a full-time partner. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. I'm not high maintenance, but I am. I'm not, but I am. I'm not typical high maintenance no, but I want your full attention. I am selfish when it comes to my when it comes to the time with my partner, when it comes to the energies that we share. The energy shared romantically with a partner, I want it all. Give it all. to me. It's different when we have the energy that goes to kids is different. It's not the same. But the romantic, loving energy, I know you can't split it with anybody else. I don't do fractions in when it comes to love.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I think it's you would have to be a very selfless person. You would have to be a good listener and actually take feedback and criticism. But I feel like for Cody, he's very resistant to it. And he's like, no, it has to be this way. It's just whatever I say. Your feelings really aren't valid. Like, and the fact that, you know, when she posed that question to him, he's like, man, I feel like no matter what I say, like, I can't win. Like, it's
and
just.
And she was like, it's not about winning.
Right,
I want you to understand.
Right, exactly.
And he was like, I can't empathize. He was like, I can't.
Yes.
And this is the thing. I was like, you know, Cody is, when it comes to the women, it's all about, well, this is the faith. You knew what you were signing up for. This is the faith. This is the faith. Cody, where's the faith when you out there kissing Robyn? Where's the faith there? Where's the faith when you're not exactly providing for all of them equally? Because the fact that Robyn, who's not even your wife yet, has a home for herself. No. Because if that's the case, get Mary her own home, get Janelle her own home, get Christine their own home. And then but again, all three women, they've been together for 16 years, so they probably wouldn't even want that. But again, it goes back to what I said with episode 1 and 2. My man, it's not like you got a compound. What are you giving these women? Robyn's house looks a hot mess.
I mean, it's better though than what she was used to.
Hot trash fire.
In your viewpoint, what makes it hot trash mess fire? I want to know what do you think makes it that way?
It's dirty. It's a mess. The kids' toys and everything is everywhere.
Going from 3 kids to 15, it's sort of overwhelming sometimes because I'm going, whoa, there's a lot here and there's a lot of needs here and that kind of thing. But
the woman is not working. She's not working. Now, granted, you are entering what will become a family of 21. But again, when you look at Christine's home in comparison, there's order. There is some order. Robyn's house doesn't really have the order that the other house has. It's just chaos. And again, chaos is fine. My house is not always at its best. It really isn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Robyn also looks totally overwhelmed. Okay? Now, mind you, I know, and I'm doing what Cody's doing because I ain't even focused on Mary and it's her 20th anniversary. I'm over here talking about Robyn.
Well, Robyn also in this episode, she mentions that, she's trying to find her place within the family and, where do I fit within the family?
Out the door.
Like, I mean, the fact that she has her kids looking at the pictures and like, oh, that's mommy. Mommy who? Mommy Mary. Oh, who's this? It's Cody. It's who? Oh, daddy.
And that bothered me. Because I was like her 3 children do have a daddy.
Yeah.
And then I looked in the call, I said, so is he not in the picture? Because personally, I feel that
he is and he isn't. He is
okay.
And he isn't.
I mean, I don't know. To each his own. Everybody do your own thing. But I feel like don't force your kids to call somebody else mommy or daddy. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna give that other partner the name that they feel most comfortable with. If her 3 children with her first husband recognize daddy as daddy, let them decide what to call Cody. Papa too. I don't know. Let them give. Don't do that, because I feel like that disrespects the other parent. Because honestly, whether he involved or not, I mean, that's their daddy.
Do you
married
really
him?
think, from what you've seen of Robyn, do you think she cares?
Heck no.
Exactly.
Robyn wants to be taken care of. Let me tell you, Robyn don't want to do nothing. Robyn is like, I don't want to have to lift a finger. I don't want to have to do nothing. I want to spend time with Cody. I want to be up under Cody's butt. I want to smell his butt. I want to be.
It's just so interesting that you're picking up on all of this just from these first few episodes.
Because no, what got me was, so y'all, I'm skipping back 2 episodes to the party. Cody's daughter was like, you know, it creeped me out when I was wearing Daddy's jacket, and she wanted to smell it and was like,
oh, she hugged me. She hugged me and smelled it. And was like, oh,
you're unsmelling your dad. I miss your dad. Get out of here. You did karate chopped her in her throat.
It's weird at first when my dad started dating her, but now we know where it's not weird anymore. I think it's still weird. It's a little weird when she smells your jacket that you're wearing that's your father's, and she says, I miss your dad. That can be weird. Interesting.
What are you doing? Get off of me.
Yeah.
Because it's like you just want to be up under his butt.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. That is a little creepy to tell the daughter, oh,
it's more than a little creepy. And again, like, there are no boundaries with Robyn. Don't kiss me when Christine is in the hospital in labor. Go be with Christine because I want to give. If this was my situation,
and especially since she said in earlier episodes, I don't want to cause them harm. And he's like, he's no way to avoid it.
Right.
But she's like, I don't want to, you know,
amplify,
consciously, willingly
magnify,
impart pain on them.
Again, you're not showing the wives the respect that you want shown to you. You're not doing that. I can't imagine this being my situation, but if it was, when it was the other wife's time with Cody, I would give that distance. Why? Because I would want that distance and respect given to me. Christine, she's in labor. Let her have that moment. They let you have your moment when it was your birthday party, right? They gave you that. Yeah. Do it in kind. Give her her moment as she is bringing this man's child into the world. You don't got that yet.
Yeah.
Give her that time. When it's Mary's anniversary, give them the time.
It's just like, you know, you say you don't want to inflict harm and you want to be the best sister wife and all of this. If that's really the case, I really feel that, you know, then when he's leaving to go to Christine, whose water just broke, you would not allow him to sit there and kiss you. You wouldn't allow it. You'd be like, dude, what are you doing? Go.
First of all,
your baby about to drop.
Yes, we'll be there. Go ahead. Be with Christine. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I got the kids. I'm getting them together. You go be with her. Mm-hmm. But again, I wouldn't be in this situation to begin with because I ain't saying go be with her. So, but
right,
if
but
this
we're transporting, we're being empathetic. You know, we're putting ourselves in their shoes. If this was
the scenario, then I would absolutely, y'all. My phone is going off. This is confirmation because we just lied. But like again, that would be. I really believe that if that was the life I chose, because each of these women, I have to give the respect in that they chose this life. Mm-hmm. But I'm also understanding when they're saying to Cody, I need you to do more.
Yes.
I need more time. I need more energy. I need more affection. I need more. Yeah. And Cody's looking at it as, but I give you enough. Yeah. You don't give them enough if they're telling you they need more. Yeah. He's like, but I don't need more. No, because everybody's giving you 100%, sir.
Yeah.
And yet you still need a fourth wife. So make it make sense.
Well, I mean, I can talk about the wives. You know, 3 is the minimum number you need to make it into celestial heaven to, you know. But then there's others, you know, once you hit 5 wives, you're allowed to then go into, you know, like the clergy within their church itself. I mean, although every dad's their own priest in their home, you know, then you can go into the clergy. If you have 7 wives, then you get a bigger planet in the celestial heaven. So there's tiers. There's tiers to it. So yeah, that's why.
So it sounds like if you're a woman, you're
screwed. 3 is your minimum.
It sounds like if you're a woman, you're screwed.
Well,
that's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like if you're a woman, you're screwed.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
And I mean, you know, you're essentially there to be there for your husband, bring babies into the world, and take care of the man. That is yes.
Then tell me, why is Janelle working?
Well, because she doesn't want to have to take care of the kids per se. She enjoys being a working parent. And with the sheer size of the family, it's necessary.
If Cody made enough money, and I hate to go back to money because that's not how I operate, but if Cody made enough money for his family of 21 and Janelle wanted to work because that's what brought her joy, then I would have no problem with it. But I believe the true provider of the family is Janelle and Mary. That is what I believe.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. And so they are bringing home the bacon. Christine is frying it up in the pan, and they are letting Cody decide how to divvy it up. Heck to the nah. No.
Yeah.
He adds nothing. And I want them to go to their celestial heaven. I want the best for them. And I want them to kick him to the curb.
Those don't align. Those don't align for them.
No. Okay.
But yeah, one of the last points I just wanted to make, and again, it's about the anniversary, that and kind of again harping back to what the women's purposes are in this faith. And the fact that, so him and Mary, they actually go to Mexico for their 20th anniversary. They're spending time together doing all of these things. And then he's like, well, I think a gift for the 20th anniversary is we should do in vitro fertilization. What do you think about that? And Mary's like, no, like, I don't feel like, I want to force it. Like, yeah, I would have loved to have a lot of kids, but if it just wasn't in the cards, but if it happened naturally, I'd be okay with it. And I don't want to force things. But Cody just seems like he's harping on it, and he's like, no, like you need more kids. Like, I know you want more kids. Like, let's do this in vitro thing.
When he asked me about doing the in vitro, how I felt about it, I felt really, really, really guilty, and I knew I was going to break his heart, but I told him probably not.
I was actually floored. I was just surprised. I didn't know what to do. I was dumbfounded. I'd like another. And we're getting to the point where it's almost too late.
But I don't feel like forcing the issue.
I haven't been told no in a strong enough fashion yet to actually think that it means no yet.
How do you feel about him harping so much on in vitro? Him bringing it up in Christine's labor to the doctor. Him mentioning it now on their anniversary.
It bothers me for many, many reasons. It bothers me for many, many reasons. Number one, sir, you can't afford in vitro fertilization. Get out of here. Number two, why? You have a family of 21.
It's also in their religion. It's part of bringing down as many spirit babies as possible so that they come into good families and not those evil people who aren't.
Only have one wife? I don't know.
Well, let's just say anyone who doesn't look like them.
Oh, okay.
Those are the evil people, the unsanctioned people. Mm-hmm. So you don't want them to get these spirit babies. Hallelujah, so we have to bring down as many spirit babies as possible so they come into our families and our religion and they'll be blessed. So that is a proponent and a tenet of their faith, is bringing down as many spirit babies as possible. So they want the women to have as many children as possible. Okay. So normally every year you're popping out a baby.
But also, I agree with what Mary said. If that be the case, and if it is meant to be, then let it happen naturally. We don't. If it is meant to be, then let it happen naturally. I feel like even though that is a part of their faith, Cody picks and chooses what pieces of the faith he wants. And I believe him wanting Mary to have a child is because he can feel her growing distant. And he wants to reattach to her or like retain something over her. Mary's child is 15 going on 16. It ain't gonna be long. It's not gonna be long. She already says she want to join the military. Listen, it's not gonna be long before Mary's like, hold up. Or Cody doesn't feel like he has a handle on her because she'll be like, listen, I'm here to help, Janelle and Christine with their kids, but technically mine is out. Mine is gone.
Yeah.
And I think this is his way of trying to regain control over her because he feels a disconnect occurring. He feels it happening. And Mary, I am proud of you. Stand your ground. I hope you do. I hope I don't find out later on that you done gave him a brown. But
yeah, well,
I hope not.
Yeah, we'll see. But just the very last thing to kind of round this off, and I want your perspective because it becomes a theme kind of later on. But within these episodes, we saw Robyn cry or try to cry about 4 times. First because she's upset that her kissing Cody after their engagement upset Christine. Then when she's talking about Madison and, oh my God, I love that girl. Then, she's talking about stuff that she's had in storage and she's been saving it for a moment like this and it's finally here. And then, then when she was talking about coming from a broken family and having her stepdad as her dad and how she would, she can see Cody being that same way to her kids. And so just even within these 3 episodes, which actually I think it was really between 2 episodes, we saw her cry 4 times or attempt to cry.
Found out that Christine was upset. I remember Madison. I love that girl to pieces. I absolutely love Madison. Sorry. I have stuff in my storage that I have been saving for this part of my life. This is the good part. I'm here. I'm finally here. That kind of thing, but coming from a broken family myself and having a stepfather become my daddy, embracing me as his daughter, all his own. So it's easy to extend that. It's very natural to these children that aren't my biological children.
What do you think about her crying?
I don't like manipulation tears. I don't like tears as a form of manipulation.
Okay.
I don't.
So you see it as manipulation?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
I'm going to call her Crocodile Robyn. She is Crocodile Robyn. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Your actions don't align with your emotion. Yeah. Your actions aren't aligning with that emotion. You're crying because you're on camera. You're crying because you don't want to be seen as the bad wife.
So they didn't seem sincere to you, right?
Heck no.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah.
No.
I don't think we saw any tears, like actual tears.
I was like, listen, tears is, you know what? Manipulation tears are a thing, especially now on reality TV. So to know this was like, what, 19 years ago or something crazy? No, 14
years ago. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you was ahead of the game, Robyn, but no.
Okay.
No, I don't like it.
Well, that's it pretty much for episodes 3, 4, and 5. Next we'll be looking at episodes 6 and 7, and we'll see what we find from there.
Yeah, Cody Brown. That's that. Cody Brown. But this is an interesting ride. This is definitely a challenge because I'm actually, even though I am utterly disgusted with the show, I cannot stop shaking my head as we watch.
Yes.
It is interesting to watch something that challenges your own beliefs and makes you empathize for other people. Because I actually empathize for his first 3 wives. Robyn, I think she's trying to get in where she fit in and get taken care of. And so I have a hard time with that. Maybe she'll change my mind later on and maybe I'll feel something different. I doubt it, but maybe. But again, since this is Tradition with a Twist, we are going to close in our usual way by adding a little bit of a twist and giving a little bit of a message. So let's see.
Do you want to do angel number or?
Yeah, I want to do the angel number book.
All right. Do you want to pick? Okay.
The angel number book. Let's just open it. Wow.
Is this the one you're looking at?
That's exactly what I was looking at.
Okay.
And so it's interesting. Angel number 514, for those of you out there, it means no toxicity. Detoxify your relationships. Don't tell me we're not channeling, okay? Your guides want you to remove toxic patterns from your relationships. There is a need to review a current relationship and make a change for the better. If you cannot mend it and move forward, it's okay to let it go. Light a white candle and thank your angels for protecting you.
Yeah. Wow.
Come on, y'all.
Wow.
That is a word. When we talk about sister wives, that is a word. But
it is.
That's also a word that's going to be the message for today. So, you know, what's going on in your life? Is there something you need to remove? Are you in a relationship, you know, romantic, familial, or even the relationship with self? Is there something that you need to change? Is there something that you need to look at and maybe reevaluate? And if you can't like bring it together, if you can't make it work, then maybe it is time to let it go and be okay with letting it go.
Yes, yes. Just identifying, taking stock and identifying toxic things in your life that you need to release and be okay with letting them go.
That's right. Because let me tell you, something better can't come along until you let go of what no longer serves you. Mm-hmm. So, guys, we thank you
Thank you so much. If you've made it this far, yes. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We already like you, and we hope you like us in return. If you have any comments or feedback,
please share comments, thoughts, feedback.
Yes.
Let us know what you were thinking.
Because, Lord. But hope you guys have a great day, great blessed rest of your week, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.